Hi, welcome to a new art talk. This series is produced by Artifier in partnership with Partial Gallery and Culture Fancier. In this episode, Tammy from Partial will lead a conversation with Colombian-born, Toronto-based artist Jose Cifuentes.
Jose is a talented, and you can correct me here, a mixed media artist working on what I noticed, which was really interesting, is a lot of recycled canvas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, tell me about your practice, the mediums you like to work with. Would love to hear about it.
Well, happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And this actually started in 2006 when I lived in Hoboken, New Jersey. That's where I started my practice. And I stayed at this beautiful studio called the Newman Leathers. And a lot of artists lived there or practiced there or had their studios there. And a lot of them threw out stuff, canvases, doors. And I felt like, look, I was 20 something. I had no money,
Right.
and they were like good canvases. You just needed to prime them or fix them up or whatever, or old stuff. And that's how it started. I felt like, you know what? I was an illegal immigrant. And I always felt like, to be honest, in the U.S., I felt like I was second grade, second class. It was different. I was just different. And I felt like painting recycled stuff, it was kind of like me. Like I needed a different life, a different opportunity, a different something. I don't know. I just felt like I needed a different life. And having recycled stuff was just perfect. Right up my alley. It felt coherent with what I do.
Yeah.
It felt like, it's me giving myself the freedom of giving something else life and another chance.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
That's great. So, I mean, now that you are painting in Toronto, do you want to tell us a bit about what your studio setup is like? Are you still able to find like recycled canvas
Oh, yeah.
or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have found, funny enough, the Junction Triangle where I'm based, there's a lot of artists there, a lot. And a lot of, I'm not gonna say garbage because it's not garbage, but a lot of them throw stuff out.
Right.
And I pick it up. I picked up my biggest canvas that I painted so far in my life from the garbage. And it's like a 100% gallery
That's
canvas,
amazing.
thick, beautiful. So yeah, like Toronto has been amazing for me. The neighborhood has been great, and my studio is, well, we live in a bachelor, starting our life, so I'm gonna say more than half our place is my studio.
Yeah.
And it's storage, and yeah, I guess COVID made it more organized. Yeah,
Really?
because before I was just painting
Yeah.
and focusing my other time on marketing, on just putting myself out
Yeah.
there, trying to network and stuff. I worked at least triple what I
Really?
was working before. And it was weird because I've always been a loner. I'm an only child. My wife is an only child, so we both understand each other in that sense. I guess things got more organized. That's the
Oh.
only thing I can say about what just happened. It was
That's
like we're
great,
more
though.
organized, our food, the things we eat, everything. I guess it's because we need to stop. We needed to stop
Yeah.
everything. It gave us time to take 2 steps back and be like, okay, what are we doing?
When did you first decide to be an artist?
I think my mom decided that for me. When my mom was little, she liked art, but in Colombia, back in those days, an artist was just nothing, So grandma never paid attention to her. So when she saw me little, I remember I was 5. I remember very well. I was drawing a Garfield, the cat, and she's like, "Wait, what? How do you do that? Like, did you
Yeah.
draw it from hand, or did you trace it?" I said, "No, I liked it. I just did it." She's like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna let this happen to you." And from 5 years old and on, I've been going to school for art. I
Oh,
went
that's
to yeah, it was
wonderful.
like beautiful because it was 5 years old, man. Like I
Yeah.
just got my hands dirty, but then I was there for a long time. Yeah, I got to do techniques, portraits. I got to develop it.
Yeah.
In the U.S., same thing. In high school, it was natural. Like, I don't know, I was doing graffiti. I was very into graffiti. And same thing, I got class artist when I was senior, and I got 2 scholarships in college to just, go study graphic design, fine arts, go get the creative juices out. And
Yeah.
dude, I have never stopped. Today, I still study. I'm actually taking some classes because I like this guy, Morimoto.
Yeah.
Keita Morimoto. I'm in one of his courses, and
Oh, that is so
you
interesting.
can never stop learning,
Wow,
like when
that's
you do,
great.
I think you already, that's it, you're done.
I noticed that you paint a lot of like figures, portraits. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, my main thing is face yourself, face your freedom, stop the excuses, and stop the bullshit. Like
Yeah.
we all tell each other all these things. Oh, I get busy, I'm always busy, but inside, you want to do something else. Or if you're doing that, it's great and you do your thing. But I personally put a lot of things on the side just to avoid powerful and I guess hurtful things or the things you gotta face. And in my work, I try to go ahead and just, lose the fear, lose the I guess the feel of rejection.
So also during the pandemic, you said that you and your wife have been working in your, almost like becoming studio mates a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Do you, did you get any like new inspiration during that time? Besides being organized?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very critical of my work.
Oh,
And she's not either a fan or an anti. It's more she's cold, and I love it because that's what you need. You don't need someone telling you how great you are all the time.
Yeah.
Like, look, why did you do this? And she's very analytical, so I don't know, I let her in my process, which is very strange because I've never done that.
Yeah.
And it's like something happened there that now like I can just paint while she's talking to me or while we're watching a movie, and I've never done that. I was always focused, music, this, a beer.
What kind of materials do you use?
Okay, sometimes I start with like coatings. The base could be oil, just to give it some texture.
Yeah.
But I do mixed media because I do markers, I do oil sometimes.
Neat.
I do acrylics. I'm working now a lot more with acrylics because I'm doing faster work, so now it dries faster. I keep going, and I'm big on these Molotov markers.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. I love the drips. I'm very graffiti. My background is big time graffiti, and I did that for many years.
Yeah.
So the drips, the spray can, I can do it because I can't do it at home.
Right.
But once I get my own studio, I'm sure spray paint will be in my repertoire.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I love your work. I've seen.
Thank you so much.
I've seen like the pieces where you've kind of done like full faces, but then also the ones where it's like really cropped in on a particular feature of the face. And
I fall in love with expressions, and I feel like micro expressions say everything of you. Your eye tells me everything of you, and I want to do that. And like I told you before, I like the fact that it's in your face. You can't avoid it. I like the theme of freedom because of that, because like I faced instability. Dude, let me tell you, since I was a baby, because my mom crossed the border when I was a baby to go to the U.S., and that's when my life started, and then she went back, and it's wild. So instability is big, and I feel like, okay, we need to show this, but in a good way. Not like, oh, look at me suffer, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's more like, look what he's done with that suffering. He's created all these colors, all these faces, all these things that show something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to become addicted to anything. You can just do you, be an artist, and be happy with, whatever you think you can be happy with.
Yeah. Great. Well, on that note, we will now segue into a lighter topic, which is the 5 rapid fire questions. So my first rapid fire question is, what is the best thing that your wife baked during lockdown?
Cornbread.
Ooh,
with
I like that.
Butter.
What is one movie that you liked watching while you were painting?
I like Fight Club.
Yeah?
It gives me a lot of material for colors, strokes, and like a little bit of anger.
I could see that.
Yeah. That's right.
Third thing, you mentioned you live in the Junction. Do you have like a favorite neighborhood spot that you go to?
It's funny, Sugo's.
Okay.
They just, that's it. There's nothing else. And we went there by chance too. We just came in and like, hey, we just want to sit here and eat. And later on we found out it's incredibly hard to get a table there.
Right.
And well, we fell in love with them.
What is your favorite season?
It's got to be spring because I like the rebirth of things. I like when things go back to, I like change.
Yeah.
I do like change, even though fall is gorgeous though. Like,
yeah,
but spring.
But winter's around the corner.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the last question is coffee or tea?
Coffee all the way. Colombian, dark.
Of course. That was a given. And then so before we go, Jose, is there anything you want to tell folks about how to find you, what's coming up next for you, anything like that?
Sure. I'm actually working at this really cool project with, it's called Canvas, with Andrea Johnson, and she's a floral artist. And we're actually doing a collaboration. We just started with one painting, and it became like, okay, I like what we're doing. So she does arrangements.
Oh, wow.
And she'll send me a photo, and I'll interpret it in my way. And she does it with other artists, but with me, we're actually expanding the collection. So it's pretty cool. I'm working on that as we speak. I haven't showed anything because I like to have a little bit of secrecy on that.
That's great.
And yeah, besides that, I'm continuing my work with something I'm doing called the Mira Project, which is also big portraits with immigrant artists. Yeah, I'm trying to find immigrant artists and just photograph them, take some of their facial expressions, put them on canvas. Been working on that. And just besides that, my own thing. Just keep painting, keep exploring, keep learning. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Keep being free.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much for coming out
Thank
this
you,
lovely
Tammy.
afternoon. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. And thanks
Same
all of
to
you for
you guys.
tuning in.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Stay tuned for our next episode and say hi if you find us on Instagram. See you next week!